Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Edoggz Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee 102 Optimus Prime. So allow me to take you around the box first. We're going to look into a piece of scenery, talk about some accessories, then we'll get into the figure and then some. So on the left is the box. This is what the box looks like. We have Prime over here, we have Prime there, we have Bumblebee at the bottom. This figure is for ages 8 and up. On this side of the box we have Optimus Prime running into battle. On this side of the box we have him in the robot mode. It takes 34 steps to transform it into the vehicle mode. We have a piece of scenery down here, and it's called the Street Festival Stakeout. On this side of the box, the only person we see on it is RC, which is at the bottom. On the top, it says Transformers Rise of the Beast Studio Series there. On the bottom is some product information and some warnings, and that is about it for the box. So let's get the scenery. If you've seen the movie, this is where this scene takes place. I do believe they shot that scene in Peru, if I'm not mistaken. But this is what it looks like, and you can put your Prime here, pose them in any pose you want. Me, I don't use the stage, I just leave them in the box. So there you have that. Accessories, let's talk about those. All right, so on the back of the box, which is the prototype of the box, of the figure, I should say. And this is the sword that you get, and it's very reminiscent of the weapon that normally comes out of his sleeve in the original Michael Bay Transformer, but they turned it into a sword in this new version. Now on the box it says it goes on this side, which is probably incorrect. It's probably like an early test version of the figure. Just bring the color down just a little bit, and it looks like that, and that looks weird. That doesn't look right. So you have to put it on the opposite side if you want that look. There's a port right there, and you just plug it in like so, and that looks right to me. Now on the other hand, we have his gun. Now I like the traditional G1 gun that he can hold in his hand, but this is what they gave us. So what you do here, you open up this panel, you flip this hand away, and you close this up, and you put this weapon here, and you have to make sure it's put on correctly. It is a certain way it's supposed to be on here, right? So you have something like that. Now I had some accessories. Let me see if I can find my accessories here. Yep, here we go. I got some accessories. Now if you have the Siege Jetfire, it came with some effects parts. You only can use the small one. You cannot use the bigger ones because it will not fit. So you just pop this in here, and you can have something like that. Put them in a pose where he's shooting, whatever. You have that. So, you know, kind of a Mega Man kind of thing. It's not really sitting in there flush, but you can get it in there like so. Right. So we're going to take this stuff off. So this is what the figure looks like. Let me get this hand out. See, the hand is always a little troublesome to get. Close that up, and there you go. Now if you want the sword to fit in his hand, you could do so. Right, so you have that going for you. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. Now this is an upgrade slightly remolded of the Studio Series number 38. It has new paint and to match what the character looks like in Rise of the Beast, which is a pretty good movie. It's all right. It's pretty good. Now, it's very different from the premium finish Prime that they have out there. That's a different color as well. So this is what it looks like from the front. This is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. And this is what it looks like from the other side. And we can do a close-up of his face. There we go. That's what it looks like with his face. Now they still kept the sky blue eyes, which is cool. They put some details in the mask. You could be in favor or not with the mask. I like the clean mask, just straight metal. That's my preference. Now, articulation. Let's get into that. Let me get it back into focus. Thank you. We're going to do the articulation now, so we can go all around on this arm, like so. We can bring it up on the shoulder. We have biceps over there. We have 360 degrees on the hand. We can bring up the leg. Bring up the leg, please. Thank you. Bring up the leg. That's a really high kick right there. You can bring it down on your knee there. There's a little bit of wiggle room at the upper thigh. There's wiggle room in the feet, which is known as a rocker, and you can go back and forth as well. The other leg, you can only go that far on the upper thigh until it hits this piece of plastic. The lower leg, you can bring it all the way back there, and if you wanted to, you can probably just do one notch on the foot. All right, bring that down, bring that down. This waist articulation has 360 degrees. That is also for the transformation. We have ab crunch. You can bring it down like that, but it's also for the transformation as well. But it's there if you want to use it for some type of action that you want to depict in your collection. So you bring that all the way back. Now, the head is on a ball joint, and you can swing it all the way down. You can go up and down like this. You can do all that stuff, right? Now we're going to do some comparisons first before we get into the transformation. So we're going to bring in some baddies from the movie first. Now keep in mind that this Prime is a Voyager class. So we're going to bring in a leader class, which is Scourge. All right. We're also going to bring in Battletrap, which is a Voyager. He's a little shorter than Prime. And to use as a substitute, I'm going to bring in a substitute. We're going to bring in this RC. So this here is RC. This is the Bumblebee RC, which is the first movie that they did. And she is a deluxe. So you can kind of see where they're going with that right there. We could turn it to the side right there. Right, you can turn it to the back. And one more time for your mind. And that's about it. Now, before I get into transformation, you can store these weapons. Let's do that before I forget. Now, you have these two holes in the back, and this will plug in over here. Right, get that going right there. And then this gun, you kind of have to find which one it is, but it's this one right here. I think that's supposed to be a peg or some kind of piece of plastic or a tab or something, if you will. You can just pop it in like that, and you can bring the sword like this. You can have it across the back, so you can store it on him, and you will never have to look for it, which is a good thing. All right, so now we're going to take this off. We're going to start the transformation. We're going to take Scourge, take him out here. Now there's 34 steps, and all you have to do is keep in mind on the path that you're going to be taking. Make sure you get everything out of the way before you get to the end. So first, we're going to do something easy, which is opening the chest. Now, if you look here, it kind of looks like there's a matrix inside, but there isn't one. I'm not sure if you can fit a matrix in here, but not on this figure. So you pop these two doors open, the two windows, and you get in here, you get this plastic door, you break that up. You get into the back of his neck, where his the ball joint is on top of a plastic table, if you will, and you kind of rock that down inside of the chest. Close. Right. Another thing I want to do is get these gray pieces out of the way, because I always forget them. So you just want to rotate these down. Same thing on this side, just want to rotate that down. Now, also another thing, these smoke stacks do move. Not sure why they move, but maybe they just move because you might need clearance in transforming it. That could be a thing. Right, now we're here, and the best way of doing this is turning the arm all the way around like that. And you want to get in here, right here, and you want to open this panel. Right, just to get it ready. Right, so you get this, bring it up like that. So it should be this like this. Inside arm, there's a panel. Right, so you open this panel, you flip the hand away, close. On this side, we're going to do it differently. We're going to turn the arm all the way around. We're going to get this panel, right? Open it like that. Like so. Keep this open. Take this gray panel, pop this open, take the hand, bring it back. Close the panel. Right? And then you take this piece, you fold it this way. Like that. So you want to bring this up a little bit. Bring this back. Now sometimes this will come off as you do it. So take your time. Right, so it should look just like that. We're just getting it prepared for the next couple of steps. Next, you want to undo the backpack. Unlock that like so. And you want to use the ab crunch. Bring it up like this, like that. So it's going to be laying down like so, like that. To get some clearance, you want to angle these up. You want to turn at the torso all the way around like that. Right. So the arms, we're going to focus on the arms. So now we're going to use these arms as torques to turn the inside shoulder this way. So we're going to use that like that, and we're going to turn like so. Same thing on the other side. Bring this down, bring this back like that, and turn this arm. Oops, see, so sometimes the inner shoulder will move, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so now we're here. All right, you take this we're going to use this last. So now we're going to tackle the arms. So we're going to flip these arms back. We're going to take the forearm, we're going to bring it forward like so on that bicep, like that, like so. And you want to clip these two together. Right, so make sure you got it inside of this little space here. So you got the forearm has to fit in this space. Right. Then you flip this door up, and you should be good to go. That's what it looks like. Opposite side, let's try to do it a little bit more cleaner. You want to bring this back using that leverage right there. You take this the forearm, bring it in, squeeze that in here, and then you take this and you click that into place. Next thing you don't want to forget is these two gray things that are on the top. You want to flip this over, flip that over, and you need to push together at the same time. Make sure that it's even, and that's good to go. The wheels, they simply flip out, and from here you can bring in the front section of the truck down into place. So you just gotta fold it into place. And there's gonna be two pegs. There's a peg here, and there's a peg here, and there's two holes right here and here. And these other two holes as well. So you're just fixing these in. Okay, so we're almost done. We're almost done. So we go on the inside leg, and there's a locking mechanism right here. And so we just have to unlock it, and we need to bring this shin up like so, and then fold it back like this. You take this piece right here, you rotate it all the way around like that, and from here you take the foot and you want to turn it this way, and there's a section where it plugs into, so you plug it in like that. Right, let's try one more time. We take this piece right here, the locking mechanism, unlock it, pull the shin away from the leg, like that. Right, take this piece right here, you rotate it all the way around this way. Right, now that you got your foot here, you turn it that way, and you flip it in. Make sure all of this is good to go, and you marry these two together. Right now, these two things have to lock into place. So there's two pegs. There's a peg there, peg there. There's two holes in here, one right there, one right there, and there's these two slots that it's going to fall into. So just gotta find the hole, find the slot. Same thing on the other side. Find the hole. Make sure this is pegged in. I can't see. Where is it? Okay, now it's pegged in. Make sure all of this is good. Bring up the back just a little bit. There's a little bit more room in there, right? So you take the Autobot symbol. It's on a panel. Just bring those down. Just bring that down. Another thing you do is bring the gas tanks out. My only nitpick on the on this figure is the oil tanks. They do not click into place. I thought this piece right here, this piece of plastic, would be like a friction thing to, you know, keep it in place, but it does not do that. It does not do that at all. Right. And there you have your vehicle mode. Now I want to just double check something on the box. Let me just double check something because I don't see it. Oh, it does. It does. So the weapons can be fit back here, but this is what the truck looks like. Right, and this is supposed to be a 1987 Flatliner cab over model FLA 96. The 96 represents how many cubic inches the cab is. It has an engine that comes from Cummins Big Cam 3, which push 350 horsepower and a 9-speed Eaton. Still don't know what an Eaton is, so if you know what it is, just put it down at the bottom. Now, if you want to store this stuff, I do believe you can do that. And there's a hole here where you can plug this gun. Right? Let's see if that's true or not. Right? There's a sword. Okay, so where does this go? Let's see. I don't see a hole. Let me just check. Not exactly sure. Hold on. Let me get the instructions for a moment. Let's see. I know I didn't put them in there. Let's see if I put the instructions back in here. Let's see. Yes, I did. All right. So. All right. So I just wanna take a peek at the instructions and where they say to put the weapons and vehicle mode. All right, so the sword does not go anywhere, it says. So you're just gonna have to leave that on this side. So, but there it is from this side. Looks really nice. You got the back, not too much to talk about. It is what it is. Then you have this side. You have the mean grill in the front with this nice silver paint work, and the this little area right here, and the windows are darkened in. So we're going to do some comparisons here. So we're going to start with let's start with Bumblebee. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Let's start with Bumblebee. Right, so that looks fine to me. Right. Spin it around this way. Right. Let's bring in Jazz, who is standing in for Mirage. See how those two look. Let's bring in Ironhide. So you have these two right there. Let's bring in Ultra Magnus. I'm gonna give you a look at that. And that is about it for that. So now what we can do here is you can actually use this again if you needed to. You can kind of put this back here. Yeah, you're going to need a special effects parts to actually plug in here, but let's see if we can do it the other way. No, we can't do it the other way, but at least we tried, right? Right, so we're going to go back into the robot mode. Right, so we're just going to unplug that. First, we're going to start with the oil tank, because gas tanks, and we're just going to fold those in like that. We're going to unplug this stuff. Right, we're going to start with the legs. Right, so we're going to take the feet, flip them out, and we're going to turn facing us like that. Take the shins, you want to bring it down, and they're going to peg into these two pieces right here. There's two pegs, one right there, one right there. And they're going to plug into that. Right. Then we do the same thing on the other side. Take the foot, bring it out, swing it towards you, facing forward, and then we take this piece right here, rotate it like that. Take the shins, bring it down, peg it together, lock it. And that is it for the legs. Take this panel, flip this up, take this panel and flip that up. Let me see if we can do something with the lights. Next, we need to unplug the front grille. Right. So that's done. You go inside, you flip in the wheels like that. Bring this down. Take the forearms, you want to rotate them out, but before you do that, you need to unlock them from the top. And we're going to start with this gray piece. First, we're going to undo these, flip that over, flip that over. Now we take this door here, and you want to not use too much pressure because it will pop right off. And you take the forearm, bring this out, and you want to bring this up using that leverage, bring it down, and turn it. That's the best way you can do it. Same thing on this side. You want to undo this door. Right? Surprised it didn't pop off, but it's about to. It is about to. There we go. And yep, it's about to pop off. Yeah, there we go. Now we did it. Bring that out. Swing the forearm out. Use the shoulder as leverage to bring it up into place, bring it down, turn. You take the top of the cab, turn it around like that. Take this piece right here, and you want to lock this into these two friction clips that's back here. There's one there and one right there, and just bring this up. And you want to bring this down. Like that. We're almost there. Right, so since we're here, we can get these doors. Open that door, and you want to get something in here to get this hand out. Close that door. Same thing on the other side. Open up this door. Bring this hand out. Close the door. These pieces right here, you want to take the door that's on the furthest end, fold it in like that. Same thing on the other side, take the outer door, fold it in, rotate that in, and there you have it. So you just have to rotate this back. This gray piece should be on the outside. That gray piece should be on the outside. This piece right here, you got to flip up. Let's not forget that. All right. You open up the windows, the front windows, pull this out like that. You go in here, grab the head, flip this over, take this panel, bring it down, close. The weapons. Again, I'm gonna put this on the sleeve. Let's put that on the sleeve. And the other piece will go on his back. And there you go. You have him back into the robot mode. I like it. Me likes it. This is the best Prime we ever get. The original Prime that came from the movie, the Michael Bay version. I think there's like either 7 or 8 iterations of him before they finally got to the final product, if you will, the more accurate version, let's say. But this time they did it in 3 turns. You know, 1 in Bumblebee, and then 2 in the second one will be Rise of the Beast. There is a 3rd, and that will be that premium finish version of it. So we're gonna bring in the box. Bring in the box. Let's turn this up right here. I wish he came with that claw too. Right, trying to see if I can get it in a pose that I like. Oh no, don't do the splits. Okay, so we're gonna bring in some peoples one last time. We're gonna put Scourge over there in the corner. Was leader class battle trap, which is a Voyager. We're gonna bring in a substitute Artsy from Studio Series. Our foot is kind of lame right now, but we'll talk about that in another video. We're gonna bring in some vehicles, let's say. So we're gonna bring in Ultra Magnus. Let's put him over there. Ironhide will be in the back. We're gonna bring in a substitute Jazz, and of course we gotta have Bumblebee towards the front. That looks better. So this is what the lineup should look like, except for RC. RC is not in scale with these guys, and Ultra Magnus might not be in scale with these guys. We have to wait and see what they do next in the live action movie. Another thing to note, we might not get a deluxe version of RC in the new series. She will stay as a core class figure. We may have to rely on a third-party version of it to substitute for that, pretty much. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do have a few more to review, and I will see you, ladies and gents, in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you till next time.